I've read a lot of books, and these 6 will change your life and business. When I started my bookkeeping business, I wanted to make sure that I could become an expert in one field and in one niche. I wanted to be the best in the industry. So I started educating myself by reading a lot of materials and books to help me understand productivity, business, mindset, finance, and construction way better than I ever did. It's very important to constantly grow, and growth is impossible without learning and implementing. I read every day, minimum 10 pages to make sure my brain stays sharp, and I gain all the valuable knowledge. I like not just to read books, but rather study them so I could implement the knowledge that I consume. So today, these books I'm gonna spill the beans on. They've been like my secret weapons, and I've got a feeling they're gonna be a complete game changers for you as well. So let's jump right in. Book number 1, Markup and Profit for Contractor's Guide by Michael Stone. As you can see, this book looks a bit worn out. That's because I have read it so many times and implemented his strategies with a lot of clients. This is the book that every construction business owner must read. Michael Stone, he breaks down everything from job costing to pricing strategies in such a way that is so down to earth, you'll wonder you didn't think about it sooner. The best parts of the books are first understanding costs and margins. One significant takeaway that stuck with me is the whole idea of understanding what it really costs to run a construction business. Stone isn't just talking about the basic project costs here. He's encouraging us to consider everything: office rent, utilities, insurance, salaries, you name it. It's about revealing the often overlooked expenses and not just brushing them aside. Here's the thing. It's not just about breaking even. You need to make sure that you use your true numbers to calculate what markup and margins you need to have in order to reach your earning goals. If this resonates with you, comment below. Another one is Effective Estimating Technique. The book dives into the art of science of estimating, emphasizing the significance of accurate and detailed project assessments. He understands the importance of thorough site evaluations, material cost analysis, and realistic assessment of all the labor requirements. Transparent communication and documentation. That's a big one. Stone underscores the need for transparency when discussing project costs, potential challenges, and timelines with clients. A well-drafted contract, including detailed specifications and payment terms, can prevent misunderstandings and disputes. And communication is what me and my team pride ourselves in. I feel like it's so important to be there for the clients so they understand the services that you provide and always stay on top of their questions and concerns. That will cultivate a great relationship with your clients. Another great point is continuous improvement and adaptability. Stone advocates for staying informed about industry trends, technology advancements, and evolving. By embracing the change and leveraging new tools and techniques, contractors can position themselves for long-term success and stay ahead of their competition, because in the end, construction is dynamic, and successful contractors must be adaptable and open to continuous improvement. I've been very lucky with clients I have been working with. They're all open for change, open to embrace the tech, and they're willing to improve their processes. With this kind of setup, we can move mountains together. If you are in the startup stages of your business, I cannot recommend this book enough to understand every part of what it takes to be successful in construction. The next book is The E-Myth Revised by Michael Gerber. All right, this one, I love me a good book on building processes and systems. Gerber is sharing the real deal on how to turn your construction business into a well-oiled machine. It's not about hustling harder, it's about working smarter. If you ever felt overwhelmed with the day-to-day, this one is a total game changer. Understanding the E-Myth, it dives into the challenge and misconception about being an entrepreneur. He introduces that idea that many business owners are actually technicians who excel at the technical work of their trade, but lack the entrepreneurial vision needed to grow and sustain the business. Another one is the importance of systems. Building the business, not a job. It goes without explaining what it takes to transform from technician into into entrepreneur, I have so many business owners reach out to me, completely losing their minds from doing everything in a business themselves. They clearly created a job for themselves and they're not running the business. Gerber emphasizes the need for entrepreneurs to develop and implement efficient systems within their businesses, because without defined processes and systems, a business can become dependent on owners' direct involvement, leading to burnout and limited capability. And the book provides practical insight into how to create systems that allow a business to run smoothly, reducing reliance on the owner's day-to-day activity. In the end, working on your business, not just in it, is one key lesson. It's important to balance the roles of working in the business and working on the business. So the author is talking about carving the time to strategically plan, set the goals and vision for the business future, because when you focus on the big picture, that's where you can create a roadmap for growth and avoid getting stuck in the day-to-day grind. This is truly my favorite part of being a business owner: strategizing, being a visionary. I spend a lot of time learning, improving services, coaching my team, strategizing on growth systems and productive, effective processes. That is what cultivates growth. The franchise prototype is what he talks about next. Replicating success is important, and that is what he's doing. He's encouraging entrepreneurs to approach their businesses as if they were creating a franchise model. This involves developing standardized processes, documented procedures, a clear organizational structure that creates scalable model. Business can achieve consistency, quality, growth, even when expanding or delegating the responsibilities. Switching gears with Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is my most favorite book of all time. Yes, I said it. I've read it a million times and have been implementing all the tips for years now. I truly believe that it has made me take better care of myself and be more productive. Clear isn't just throwing motivational quotes at you. He's giving you the deeds on how to build habits that stick. So the power of tiny changes, that's the one that stuck with me first. It talks a lot about the impact of small incremental changes. The author argues that success and personal development are not the result of grand gestures, but accumulation of those tiny habits. What small changes have led to big results for you? I'm curious. Let's chat in the comments, and if you love this kind of content, make sure to click the subscribe button for more. I tell you what, I used to get so overwhelmed by the amount of changes I wanted to implement at the same time, and I wanted to have them radically change me. This book taught me that by focusing on making small improvements consistently, I can create significant positive changes over time, which made me stay consistent with my habits. Another one is the habit loop: the cue, the routine, the reward. This concept, consisting of those three things, is crucial for reshaping the habits. By identifying triggers, establishing a new behavior, and associating it with a positive outcome, me and you can internally build and reinforce our habits, and that contributes to our goals and well-being. Another one I like, the 2-minute rule. The author emphasizes the impact of environment on habits and introduces the 2-minute rule. The idea is to break down habits into tasks that make less than 2 minutes to complete. This makes it easier to initiate the habit and builds momentum, which is fostering a lasting change. Another good one is becoming the person you want to be. James Clear, he advocates for a shift from focusing solely on goals to concentrating on identity-based habits. Instead of setting objectives like losing weight, the emphasis is on becoming the type of person who prioritizes health and fitness. So by aligning habits with a desired identity, we can cultivate lasting change because it becomes who we are rather than just steps towards the goal. What small habit made a big impact on your life? Share it with our community below. Also check out the description for a link to my full playlist on business growth strategies. Time for some classic wisdom with Think and Grow Rich. The author is passing on the secrets of OG success stories like Carnegie, Ford, Edison. This one is a goldmine of timeless principles. So the first one is the power of definite purpose. The author is trying to say that individuals who have a definite goal and a burning desire to achieve it are more likely to succeed. I like to call it, I have no other choice but to succeed. At some point of my life, I was in a very rough situation where I had no choice but to make my business work. And I gotta tell you, this clarity of purpose fuels the determination needed to overcome challenges. I felt it. Another good point is the role of positive mental attitude. He is teaching that optimism and resilience in the face of setbacks is crucial. A positive mindset not only enhances personal well-being, but also attracts opportunities and opens the door to success. Another point is the mastermind principle. He advocates for surrounding yourself with a group of like-minded, supportive individuals to exercise the collective wisdom, the skills, and the energy. That is why all the coaching programs and masterminds are so successful nowadays. They help accelerate people's progress towards their goals. Another one is the power of visualizing and auto-suggesting. The author introduces the idea of visualizing success and using auto-suggestion to influence the subconscious mind. And to be honest, affirmations and manifestations have always been hard for me to grasp. I have such a mathematical, clear logic, no place for cheesy mind, but I have been implementing regularly, visualizing my goals and affirming positive beliefs that can shape my actions and attract opportunities. And I have to say, those thoughts and images are helping push me harder. All right, let's dive into Traction by Gino Wickman. Ever feel like your business is stuck in neutral? Wickman's got the remedy. The EOS system that he uses has taught a lot of minds and helped a lot of business owners. The principles and step-by-step might feel very overwhelming at first, but don't let it discourage you. Take your time and improve gradually. The first thing I liked is about entrepreneurial operating system, the EOS system. That system gives you practical tools and strategies within EOS to straighten the 6 key components of every organization, which is vision, people, data, issues, processes, and traction. It helps streamline operations, enhance team alignment, and really move business forward to success. The second point is the importance of defining core values and vision. Wickman emphasizes the significance of clearly defining an organization's core values and vision. A strong set of values, I feel like it serves as the foundation for the company culture, guiding the decision-making and fostering a good team. Like my coach, Dan Martel, says, culture is what happens when you are not around. I like that saying. And additionally, having a compelling vision, it provides a sense of direction and purpose. It motivates your team, aligns their efforts toward the common goal. You want your team to be growth-oriented and share same values, someone you can go to war with. The third point I like is using a scorecard for data-driven decision making. I feel like this one is very, very important for business success. An author here introduces the EOS scorecard as a powerful tool for tracking key metrics and performance indicators. I always encourage my clients to make informed, data-driven decisions for improvement of their business, and that cannot be achieved without collecting, recording, reviewing your data constantly. You can identify trends, address issues proactively, and ensure that every team member is aligned with all the company goals. Another good part of the book is about implementing the level 10 meeting. The author wants to discuss the concept of a weekly gathering that is aimed at enhancing the communication, accountability, and problem solving within the organization. What is discussed there? Key issues, metrics, priority, ensuring that teams stays aligned and moves forward. Last but not least, let's talk about Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martel. Dan is my coach and mentor, and he is absolutely brilliant. He has an answer to every question you ask, and that answer, it usually will make you think, wow, I never thought of it that way. We all know that time is gold, especially in the construction hustle. So Dan Martel doesn't just get it, he's giving you the real strategies to take control. There are so many points in this book that it is truly hard to pick, but here are my personal 4 favorites. The first one is buyback loop and replacement ladder. A buyback loop occurs as you continually audit your time to determine the low value tasks that are sucking your energy. Then you transfer those tasks to someone who is better at them and enjoys them. And the replacement ladder is the order in which you should hire help to avoid getting stuck, but at the same time, being very smart about. My favorite concept is the perfect week. Dan is a big proponent of improving the quality of your life while being more productive and successful at the same time. I like his concept of being proactive with your calendar and planning a perfect week. The concepts like batching your tasks each day, planning according to your energy shifts, and knowing what to say no to in order to say yes to something new that would move you forward. That's important. The third concept I like is the 4-time hacks. Those hacks describe how you should coach your team to solve issues and how to structure the meetings with them. He also talks about the definitions of done that you need to give to your team so everyone is clear about the outcomes. Those include the facts, the feelings, and functionality. Another thing I wanted to talk about is transformational leadership that he describes here. This is the leadership when you give an outcome, offer a metric to measure the progress, then coach to success. Instead of constantly micromanaging your team and telling them what to do every step of the way. To be honest, there are so many more nuggets in here about hiring methods. If you want to grow as well, you need to start buying back your time. That's all I have for today. Subscribe to see my next video. And if you want to learn the strategies on how to scale your construction business, click on the link on the screen and I'll see you on the other side.